we say God is God,
Yes.
what makes God God?
Oh dear. Oh, you are going back to basics there, aren't you? I mean, it's not something I ask myself, but I mean, he is the one who's worthy of all worship. I mean,
Worthy of worship. Very interesting. This is what we say. God is the only being worthy of worship. What makes him worthy? What should make God worthy of worship?
because he's good and he's great.
So he has to
he's
be
holy.
so good, great, holy.
Yeah, yes, I'm just picking words out.
Yeah. So, do you agree he has to be perfect?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfection in his qualities and attributes?
Yes. And those who worship him must worship in spirit and in truth. So truth and spirit are linked. We can deduce from that.
So what does it mean then? God is a spirit.
It means that he's not material. You know, he's not made of atoms.
He's not material.
No.
So before he created anything, how was God? Was he a God consisting of a brother and a sister, a mother or a father, or a son or a daughter? How was he?
Well, the thing is, if he's spirit and if he created time, you know, then you know we're talking about somebody who's very mighty, aren't we? So I think really we can only talk properly about father and son and wife and all these things in the context of our experience here. But he did say, God spoke from heaven about Jesus to his disciples. This is my beloved son with whom I'm well pleased.
But he's pleased with other sons too, right?
Sorry?
God is pleased with his other sons too.
Yes, I mean he does speak of us as adopted sons. Yes, he does. And of course, he does say, let us make man in our own image.
Just one clarification I would like from you. When you say you're bringing in a particular statement in parenthesis, adopted son, God doesn't use that language that, Ephraim is my adopted son.
No, he doesn't there.
Right.
He doesn't there, but it is used in the New Testament.
So according to God, he has many sons. Ephraim is his firstborn. So when God has many...
Sorry, Ephraim is his firstborn. Where does it say that?
In the Bible. Have you not read it?
Where? Where?
So you haven't read that? Okay. Can I show you?
Yes, please. Because I'm not sure of the context of that. But it does say that to as many as received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God. So you know, those who are trusting him are children, but they're children by adoption, rather than Jesus, as we refer to him as the only begotten Son. He was not created. He was with God from the beginning. Okay, he took on flesh when he was conceived in Mary's womb.
So, because the Bible actually says God has many sons. It's not like sons by the tongue.
Yes, it does speak of sons. It does, and the sons of God. It speaks of that in the Psalms. Have you found
Jeremiah 31:9. So let's see if I can go
That's
to
interesting. Good.
Jeremiah 31:9. Go to the Bible.
Jeremiah is after Isaiah. What have we got there?
So,
with weeping they will come, and by supplication I will lead them. I will make them walk by streams of waters, on a straight path in which they will not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Oh, that's lovely.
interesting. So
Yes.
God has many children, and he has some firstborns too.
Yes,
So,
but he's saying he's illustrating his love. He's illustrating his
So
love.
when God has many children, of course, it doesn't make them divine. That's the point I'm establishing here. So before he created the universe,
Well, he's made all of us in his image.
are you divine?
In a sense, yes, I am.
So you are God.
No, because I've got a spirit.
So when you say, what does the word divine mean to you?
It means pertaining to God.
pertaining to God. Okay, so it doesn't mean you're God. Okay, fine.
No, I'm not God, but I've got
fine.
something divine in me, which He's given me.
Sure.
And you've got it. You've got that too.
So when we say God is God,
Yes.
what makes God God?
Oh dear. Oh, you are going back to basics there, aren't you? I mean, it's not something I ask myself, but I mean, He is the one who's worthy of all worship. I mean,
Worthy of worship. Very interesting. This is what we say. God is the only being worthy of worship. What makes Him worthy? What should make God worthy of worship?
because He's good and He's great.
So He has to
He's
be
holy.
so good, great, holy.
Yeah, yes, I'm just picking words out.
Yeah. So do you agree He has to be perfect?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfection in His qualities and attributes?
Yes.
Right. So would you expect God to be perfect in His knowledge?
Of course.
Is God all knowledgeable or partially knowledgeable?
All knowledgeable.
What does all knowledgeable mean to you?
Well, I'm not sure, really.
Does it
but,
mean
I mean,
knowledge of
I'm
the...
doing my best
Right.
for you, that's all.
Would it mean knowledge of everything, past, present, and future?
Oh, yes, I think He knows it all.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean He doesn't give us choice.
Absolutely.
You know, but it's tricky, isn't it?
Foreknowledge is not
Because-
predestination. Yes, of course.
Well, good, you're happy with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, 'cause
So
many people
when
are
you
not.
have God knowing the future already, and He doesn't forget because He's all knowledgeable,
Yes, that's right.
if we identify a being in any scripture where someone doesn't know something,
Yes.
you would then say that person could not have been all knowledgeable to begin with. Because if you are all knowledgeable to begin with, you would always be unknowledgeable. Jesus Christ is reported in the Gospels to be someone who is not unknowledgeable.
No, there are things He didn't know.
Then
And we
could He be...
don't really understand all about it.
So since He has been clearly depicted as not being unknowledgeable, could He have been in the past ever unknowledgeable to begin with? Remember what we just
I
said?
think so. I think probably. I mean, you're getting into very sort of detailed things here, but I mean, since He took on flesh and He's in a body, I don't know how that was a limitation to Him. But I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, He didn't avoid trouble, did He?
We're talking about a particular concept of unknowledgeable. If you don't know something, we earlier on agreed, you couldn't have been unknowledgeable to begin with. Because if you were unknowledgeable to begin with, you will always be unknowledgeable.
I don't agree with you necessarily. I mean, I take your point, but I don't agree with you.
Why do you disagree?
Well, because since Jesus took on flesh, you know, he may have lost some of his capabilities, you know, because
Would a perfect God...
he constrained himself, if you like. He tied his hands behind his back, if you like.
Would a perfect God be constrained in His attributes?
I think we've already answered that.
The answer is no. That means...
That's right.
So Jesus, if He is constraining something of His
Oh, but
qualities...
he chose to take on frail flesh. I mean,
No,
what
we're
a
just saying-
wonderful thing to do.
Look,
How humble of Him to do
it's
that.
not about choice, because could God the Father choose to cease to exist? In your belief?
Well, I would think that would be quite contrary to his character.
Can He choose to exist? Cease to exist, sorry.
I wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought that...
Would it be
that-
possible ever?
Well, I mean,
Even if you wanted to?
I wouldn't have thought so, no.
Yeah, do you know why? The choice is not going to be exercised upon His everlastingness.
No, that's right.
Because the character of His life, the attribute of life that He has, is everlasting with no
He
end.
doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to learn.
No,
All he's
but,
doing is set against the
a
word of God,
conversation.
and he just wants to argue.
Yes, well, okay, there are many people like this.
No, but I mean, he is really inoculated.
Yes.
He's got so much serum, so much vaccination against the Bible.
All right, we'll never get no, we're having a sensible
We're going to
conversation.
pray.
Good, I'll come with you.
Some people have a very difficult time with people discussing. As you can see clearly, he has some past bad experience, but probably because you were not able to answer a question. But
Well,
never
I've
mind.
had bad
Never mind.
experience
Yeah. So as we see, the quality, if you possess a quality of everlasting life, it means you will always have everlasting life. You will never cease to exist. Because that's what makes your perfect quality of ever livingness,
that
right?
makes sense.
Then it's quite meaningless to ask, can you exercise your choice to cease to exist? When your quality is to be always living.
And yet you asked it.
No, the reason I asked is because there are certain things God cannot exercise his choice. We would not be even questioning this meaningfully. Like God's life is eternal and everlasting. It's meaningless to ask, can God constrain his life and become no more tomorrow? Just like you said, God.
But in a way, he did. In a way, he came down as Jesus Christ. I mean, that is amazing.
Jesus.
So he did restrain himself. He did constrict himself, which is amazing.
Would you think it would be amazing if God the Father restrained his life and ceased to exist tomorrow? Would it be amazing?
Well, I think it's a bit hypothetical.
Would it be amazing?
I think it would be more than amazing.
No, it would not be nonsensical. Why?
Well, okay, I mean...
So the question of amazingness doesn't come in.
But I don't see where you're going with this.
No, what I'm establishing
it doesn't seem to affect what I do tomorrow.
Yeah, what I'm getting at this, Jesus, the Christians believe him to be God. While clearly...
we believe in one God.
And who's that?
It's God who is one, but he's in three persons.
What's his name?
Well, it's Jehovah, isn't it?
Right. Is the Holy Spirit Jehovah? That's the same one God, Jehovah.
Well, yes,
sure.
True. And Jesus said, before Abraham was, I am. And that is the word Jehovah.
So you believe in one God, right?
Yes.
And that's the three persons together?
Yes.
So individually, are they one third God?
Oh, yes. You're going to do a job in arithmetic now, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm simply asking you a simple question.
Yes. But I don't want to talk anymore, although I've enjoyed speaking to you.
Yeah, I know you don't want to talk anymore because you have to go, right?
I do have to go, but I wouldn't want to go on talking anymore anyway.
You have to go because I've asked you a question which, like the other gentleman, wasn't able to answer. So if it's the same question, same problem, I don't mind.
I said it's arithmetic, and I'm not interested in arguing that sort of thing.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Shall I tell you why?
Well, no, I don't really want you to tell me why either.
Yeah, because you'll be labelled as a tritheist.
I want to stop.
Please do.
Have you realised that?
Yes. Okay. Nice.
Yes, all right. But it's been good to talk to you. I won't shake your hand.
Oh, no problem.
Because we don't see eye to eye. But I've got nothing but
it's interesting because
eagerness that you might find the truth.
No, what I'm saying is your Christian friends and brethren should learn from you because they are actually coming up to shake our hands. Even your Christian women want to shake our hands. You should tell them that. Don't shake hands with disbelievers.
I mean, but of course it doesn't mean an awful lot to shake hands, and I don't want to just do it as a formality. But I appreciate talking seriously. I really do.
Interesting talk. You take care.
And what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Mansur. What's yours?
Mansur.
Yes.
Yes. Are you French?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm a Muslim.
Yes, but are you Algerian or?
No, I'm not.
Because
Neither.
Right. Okay. Nice to meet you, Mansur.
You too. You take care.
Yeah.